accident that wasn't your fault, your favorite attorney has a message for you. Collision, calamity, catastrophe? Are you innocent, faultless, above reproach? If you want money, you need an attorney. You need a bulldog. But finding one, it's laborious, it's strenuous, it's stupefying. That's why you gotta call the number on your screen now. They'll help you connect to an expert. They have answers. They know the legalese, the lingo, the jargon, and the argot. They'll even tell you how much money your case could be worth. 300,000, 2 million, 86,491. All sorts of numbers. Slip and falls, work accidents, car, truck, bus, motorcycle, motorbike, e-bike, tandem bike. These bulldogs will make sure people pay. And if you don't get paid, the attorneys don't get paid, and I don't get paid. So I compel you, I implore you, I beseech you to pick up that phone and call now to see what your case could be worth. 811-729-6931. We started Grow with one mission: make supplements people can trust to work. That's why every formula we make uses liposome delivery, designed so your body can actually take it in and you can feel the benefits. That's Grow. Just arrived from Duke. Nintendo Switch 2.
I just won. I love the adapter with millions of options. You too can try one.
This amazing Japanese license to just 75
Users get a $50 bonus credit. Go to DealDash.com right now for huge savings.
says to shop. Husband says no. Wife says you can always worry about your daughter. Husband takes the inhaler from her, gives it to his daughter, then he helps his daughter up on the floor and sits her on the sofa. Wife says this is the problem. You don't care about me. All you say is don't. That's enough. Now you have to choose. Husband says
Welcome back to Strong Hands Reborn Dad. My name is Odie. I'm a male reborn doll collector, and I've been doing this for about 6 months now here on YouTube, TikTok, and everywhere else. And my goal is to help people who use reborn dolls for therapy and also to help normalize the hobby for men and create a welcome.
Next up, we need some art on this wall because it's looking a little bare and I feel like we can do better.
But I eat healthy. But I walk.
Have I ever shown you my radioactive lenses? This is a Geiger counter. It measures radiation. This is not a fridge. This is a dry cabinet for lenses. Lenses are kind of my thing. I have it locked. There's a key here. Got to keep it under lock and key. It was unlocked. It's open. Radiation is gushing out, right? It's not like a ton of radiation, but it is some radiation. Over 1,000, 1,200, 11. Well, if I keep the door closed, the glass blocks most of the It's completely fine. This video is sponsored by GoPro, and it's specifically about the GoPro ILS, Mission 1, ILS. I'm gonna get the name right. ILS, which stands for Interchangeable Lens System, something. This is what I've been excited about for a very long time. The ILS, which I would be holding in my hand, but it's being used to film this video right now. So they didn't give me two. Maybe they didn't trust me with one. I'm trustworthy. You tech YouTubers should be quaking in your boots right now because Markiplier's on the scene, and I've always threatened you. I was going from Sour Patch Kids to Takis to various other canned foods, corns, green beans, Amazon self-defense products. I was reviewing all of those things. I skirted around the world of tech, but now I'm in your circle. Now I'm in your house. Now I'm raiding your fridge. Now I'm raiding your cabinet, and I'm stealing all your stuff. I'm here. They're coming for me. I didn't add that in. That was That just happened. I swam in the blood so many times when I was doing Iron Lung. If I'd have had that camera, the time that we would save on setups, the time that we would save on cleanups, I would have been able to put an extra camera under there when I was going in the crawl space into the blood. If I'd have had other angles down there, crammed in a corner, you barely would have noticed it because it would have looked like another bit of tech. And it's so small, I could have painted it out easily in VFX. I could have solved so many problems if I had this on Iron Lung. I will solve so many problems when I'm using it on future productions. It will be absolutely a no-brainer that this is going to be in studio productions all over the place. Not just as BTS, actual shots will come out of this. So why should you care? Other than all the pretty footage that I've been showing you, which is from the ILS, but some of it has been comparisons between that and this camera here. This is actually extremely heavy and I am very strong. This is an entry-level cinema camera, even though what I'm holding is roughly like $15,000 total in equipment, if I include the memory card. This is entry level. It's not the most entry level, but this is Red's entry level camera, the Komodo X. It starts at $6,995, which we all know is actually $7,000, and we're not all fooled by that, right? The camera itself is $7,000. This lens is thousands of dollars, probably around 4 or 5. The rest of it is also very expensive. The starter package from Red is another $2,000 on top of the price, and that gets you, I hope it gets you the monitor. I really hope it gets you the monitor. I fear that it may not get you the monitor. It does not. And I have to interject here because I realized something while looking on Red's site, and I love Red. Don't get me wrong. I have Red, shot Iron Lung on Red. I own many Reds, which gives me a right to say this. This is the handle for the Red. It costs $699. You know what else costs $699? The entire ILS. The entire ILS is the same price as the handle. In comparison, this ILS starts at $699, which we all know is $700. We're not fooled by GoPro. Can we all just as a society agree that we get rid of all the 9s in the pricing? The camera is $700. The media mod is about $150. The lens is $350, I believe. The audio thingamabob is another $120. So all in all, it's about $1,400. Let's call it $1,500. Let's call it that, because that means it's 1/10 the price of this. Everything that you're seeing that is filming what you're seeing right now, which is me and holding this, and all of that you're seeing in front of the camera, is $1,500. The camera being $700 and that being $7,000 also is a very coincidental comparison, because that means it's 1/10. 1/10 of what this is. Even with all the accessories, it's 1/10. Is it 1/10 as good? Because that would be, if every dollar was another increment of quality, then that would make a lot of sense. But it's not that. Is it half as good at 1/10 the price? Oh, it's better than that. See, what you've been seeing in the comparison footage has been